While tidying up the fireplace, the boy discovered a piece of chocolate that hadn't melted yet. While his father wasn't looking, he quickly unwrapped it and put it in his mouth. This was the first time Wonka had ever tasted candy since birth, and he became deeply fascinated by it. From then on, whenever he had pocket money, he would secretly buy various candies and hide away to savor them. After tasting each flavor, he would write down the candy's characteristics. A year later, a strange idea suddenly occurred to him. He told his father he wanted to open a chocolate factory, but his father, a dentist, despised candy more than anything. He immediately refused Wonka, threatening that if he so much as touched candy again, Wonka would never see him. However, Wonka's mind was made up. He packed his bags and left home. Drawing on his 6 years of life experience, he traveled from country to country. But when he returned after completing his studies, his stubborn father had moved the entire building away. Now homeless, Wonka became even more determined to fulfill his dream of opening a chocolate factory. 15 years later, Wonka's chocolate had taken the world by storm, and he had built the world's largest chocolate factory. An Indian prince, utterly obsessed with Wonka chocolate, spent $6 billion to have Wonka build him a chocolate palace. Everything visible, from the bricks to the furniture inside, was made entirely of chocolate. The prince was extremely satisfied with his chocolate palace and decided to live there forever. However, Wonka chocolate's popularity made other competitors extremely envious. They spent fortunes hiring spies to infiltrate the chocolate factory and discover its secrets. But ultimately, the candies these competitors produced could only match the shape. They could never achieve the same delicious taste. It was precisely because of these spies that Wonka's chocolate factory suddenly closed without warning. 3 years after closing, smoke suddenly billowed from above Wonka's chocolate factory, and the machines inside started running again. What was strange was that although large quantities of chocolate were shipped out daily, not a single worker was ever seen entering or leaving. One night, a large group of little people suddenly poured out of the factory, riding bicycles and distributing flyers everywhere. This was Wonka's plan, 3 years in the making. He had randomly placed 5 golden tickets inside 5 chocolate bar wrappers and randomly shipped these 5 chocolates across the country. Any child who found a golden ticket would have the chance to enter Wonka's chocolate factory, tour it, and enjoy any chocolate they wanted. The child who made it to the end would receive a mysterious grand prize. Once the news broke, the entire world went wild. Wonka chocolates would sell out the moment they hit the shelves. Finally, Wonka came to the home of the boy who had made it to the end and announced on the spot that Charlie was the final winner. The ultimate reward was for Charlie to inherit his chocolate factory. Charlie was overjoyed, but then Wonka added one condition. Charlie would need to abandon his family and live alone in the chocolate factory. Upon hearing this, Charlie immediately rejected Wonka's grand prize. He couldn't abandon his family to enjoy wealth and glory alone.